Union Jack backdrop moves around from concert to concert. Rich, it's been through some changes, but right now it's Rich's job. And he rolls it up and he has a suitcase that he puts it in and he schleps it to the next gig, and it's always there, otherwise he's not. So good, it's good stuff, yeah. You know, what we tried to do was have something that's a production. So, you know, we would place like a state fair, and people would be walking past going, "Who's that?" Because once upon a time they would recognize the song and they go, "Oh, that must be Herman, so I can hear it." But now there's people walking around. So I said, we need to have something on stage, like not a little sign at the front like a ventriloquist, you know, but a real sign. So we made that as the backdrop, and unfortunately some days it looks really shitty. You know, it doesn't hang well, but it's I think it's representative of the it's a good logo for the band. I think it's on, you know, it's sort of everywhere now. But it came about because I saw, you know me, I went to see Paul Revere and the Raiders. I'm looking at that and I go, they look like Paul Revere and the Raiders. Herman's Hermits should probably look like Herman's Hermits. We shouldn't have people with jeans and we should have like people who look like they could be in Herman's Hermits. You know, that represents the brand. That's who we got. I know Dave looks like one of the Ramones, but he would prefer to look like Keith Moon. Any other questions that might be more? Yes, sir.
You talked about, I know you like Everly Brothers, but I read a while back that Ricky Nelson didn't get along very well with other acts, you know, with the other acts. Did you ever have any experience?
Who?
Ricky Nelson.
Oh, I'm sure he did. I think he got some. I got on great with him. I thought he was a fantastic musician. He was a bit reclusive, you know, because if you're a TV star, I don't know if you know the difference. There are TV people and there are music people. I'm not a TV person, but Mickey Dolenz is a TV person. So it's a different kind of fame. My music was famous before anybody saw my face, and it's different. So Ricky Nelson was a real musician, but he was famous for being on the TV show. But he was a great musician. He could never get beyond the fact that it was Ozzy and Harriet, and do you know what I mean? Like Mickey is always going to be one of the monkeys. You know, I was good friends with Davey, and I used to say, Davey, what you got to do is come out on stage and forget all that Davy Jones stuff. Do Davy Jones and the Monkees. You know, I would say, you know, here I come, walking down my street. People would have gone nuts, but he decided, no, that's the TV, and you know what I mean? I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I'm not famous for being on the TV, because then you accept whoever I show up as. But
no, you always do what the audience likes. That's what we all come.
Yeah, no, but Ricky was not a bad guy, but you know, he became reclusive because he was famous as a TV person, which he wasn't. You see, what happened when he did the garden party and all that stuff was that people didn't want to hear his new music. What a surprise. Come on, man, it's called Oldies But Good. You have to accept sometimes, take a look in the mirror, oh shit, I'm old. And then you become an oldies but goodies singer. There's nothing, I don't understand what the shame with these people being called an oldies but goodies. He had a problem with that, which, you know, I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know how to help people out. I just say you're a nut job. Get on the bike and get going, you know. But I felt bad for Ricky. You know, he would still be around doing concerts. He loved to play. He played non-stop, but they had that accident on the plane, nobody got off that. You know, it's one of those things. It's like Waylon Jennings, he got off the plane on the right day. Had a career.